Hey blockheads, this is DJ AK from NK Airplay Radio, and if you love what the My So-Called Whatever podcast crew is doing, check us out too. NK Airplay is an online radio station playing all your favorite hits from the 80s and 90s, especially the ones from those boys in the band, New Kids on the Block. Listen to artists like Boyz II Men, Debbie Gibson, Tiffany, boy bands, girl bands, and many more. We play artists that are associated with or who inspired the New Kids on the Block, plus some of the artists that inspired us while we were growing up. Check us out on social media at NK Airplay Radio. And download the Live 365 app for your iPhone or Android phone and listen today.
Friends forever, that's what we are. Through the thick and the thin, we're friendship stars. We're banger main buddies from the days of old. We laugh, cry, and hug, friendship solid as gold. My so-called whatever started a year ago. We share our stories and your stories were told. 80s, 90s memories that give us glee. And on the block party shows, NKOTB. Now our friendship circle has grown by far. Hashtag friends forever, that's what we all are. Boom. And if you don't know, now you know. My so-called whatever for life. Hashtag MSCW. Hashtag friends forever. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
How is it going today?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Excellent. So the last time we recorded, I don't think I had my COVID test.
No, I don't think you did.
So guys, I've been sick and I had been potentially exposed. So, and I wasn't feeling well. So to be on the safe side, I got a COVID test. I waited forever. It felt like, I'm sure other people have waited longer, but it was like 4 days, 4 days. Anyway, I got my results. I'm COVID free, but you can hear it in my voice. Like it's kind of turned into this cold. Like it's a regular cold. So if I sound a little nasally, a little stuffy, that's why. But I'm here and I'm COVID free.
I'm very happy about that. That
Me
was
too.
A huge relief.
Same. Yeah, me too. And because I definitely didn't want that. So
yeah.
And I don't have it. So all is well. I returned to work today and Sadie went to school. Thank the Lord above. So here I am. That's been my week. How's your week been?
It's been pretty good. Yesterday was my birthday.
You had a birthday?
It was very nice, even though it was not like I usually celebrate. Because, I mean, obviously it was just with myself, Kevin, and the kids.
Yeah.
But it was nice. We had dinner, we had cake, and then you organized this little thing and we had a Zoom call and it was nice.
It was nice. It was nice
awesome.
to catch up with friends with no agenda.
Right.
Just talk.
Right.
And we decided we need to do that more often.
We do.
Because it's just nice to see people.
It's just nice to get on there and like shoot the shit. You know what I mean? It's just like
talk about TV shows and talk about, whatever work stresses, just to vent, just to, life.
Yeah.
It's nice to do that. And then also to dream about trips to Las Vegas.
I know. I can't wait until MSCW Vegas.
I know. That's going to be fun.
My so-called whatever Vegas weekend. Oh.
My so-called whatever Vegas vacation.
Yes.
And it's going to be balls to the wall. And I'm sorry, take no prisoners. It's going to be fun. Like, I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait either. I can't wait.
Just can't. I don't know when we'll be able to go.
Right. It's just fun thinking about it. It's fun to have something to look forward to that we all have agreed that we're going to do it.
Yep.
We're going to figure it out.
Yep. Everyone's game. We'll pick a weekend, a long weekend. We'll fly out.
Yeah.
We can meet our our friends, like our East Coast New England friends in Boston, and all fly together.
Right. I know.
Fun. I'm excited.
I'm so happy.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday. Happy belated birthday.
Hey, thank you so much. And thank you to all you guys that wish me a happy birthday. And thank you, Donnie Wahlberg.
That was a nice thing to wake up to.
That was a beautiful thing to wake up to. I was like, oh, what's going on with all this on my phone? What's going on? Oh, hello, Donnie Wahlberg. You wish me a happy birthday at 1 a.m. Thank you.
I was still up when that came through.
I saw because you said it. You said something right after.
I did. I retweeted it like immediately. And I was like, oh, he's right on the ball. He's right on top of that, Rose.
Right. And I don't know if he was in New York or if he was in Illinois. But if he was in Illinois, it was like just midnight.
True.
Which is
so he was like,
you were right on top of that.
It's Nikki's birthday.
It's time. I'm just
Nikki's
kidding,
birthday.
guys. Like I know that's what he wasn't doing that.
But it was like 1:02 in the morning. Yeah. It was like 2 minutes past. So you're right. If he was home, oh my gosh, maybe he has your birthday set to an alarm.
No, stop it. Stop it. That would be amazing, but stop it.
That would be amazing.
Time for Nikki's birthday. Oh my God. You guys, we are being silly. Like, I just want you to know come on. Yeah.
Absolutely. Like he would look at me and not even know my name. So
right. Same. I mean,
but it's fun to dream about.
He'd be like, you look familiar.
Yes, but I recognize a face.
Right. Just like Joe said, he recognizes faces. But
right.
Yeah.
Joe.
I'm just gonna bring a bag of grass with me next time.
Perfect. You could just wear it around your neck.
Be like, here's some grass from my lawn for you.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays.
Yes. Speaking of which,
yeah,
we have another holiday inspired episode for you guys today.
We do. We should intro and then we should talk about
it. Let's do it.
And jump right off.
Sounds good.
This is Brooke.
And this is Nikki.
And this is my so-called whatever holiday edition.
Hello, jingle bells,
Robin laid an egg.
Batmobile lost its wheel. The Joker got away. Hey.
Yeah, so this is our second installment of our holiday edition.
Yes.
And
our first one was we recapped Pee-wee's Christmas special. Yeah.
Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas special.
Right.
Which, if you haven't listened to it, you should go listen to it. You can watch on Netflix and then listen. Right. And it's such a good little Christmas special.
It is.
We finally put our tree up. So my daughter said that she will finally watch it with me.
Oh, fun.
She wouldn't watch it with me before the tree was up.
So we're watching it this weekend, and I bought fruitcake.
Ooh. We'll enjoy that fruitcake.
Because the kids have never had it. So we're going to.
Well, that'll be fun to try.
I haven't had it in years. So. Watch me like it.
Be like, this is some good fruitcake.
Yeah.
Put a little butter on it.
Butter?
I don't know. I don't even know what fruitcake is. Isn't it like pound cake with fruit?
I don't think so. It has like walnuts in it and stuff.
I love walnuts.
I don't like walnuts.
So this week we're talking about our top 5 each Christmas gifts that we received through the years as youngins.
Yes.
80s and 90s.
Yes, 80s and 90s. Mine are mostly from the 80s.
Mine, I think, are pretty sprinkled. But we had kind of I'm just going to say it. Because we were going to do another Wish Book episode.
Right.
But we realized we covered a lot when we did our original Wish Book episode.
We really did.
So I don't know what step that was. But look back, it was back there. And it was a really good episode.
Hold on, I'll tell you.
I actually think that we may have done 2. Actually, I don't remember. But
I think we only did 1. But it was a long one.
Real long one.
It was step 39.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Our favorite childhood memories after getting that brand new Sears Wish Book or JCPenney Christmas.
That's amazing.
So go back to step 39 if you want to and listen to the Wish Book episode because it is pretty cool. And there's a website. It's called wishbookweb.com. If you go to wishbookweb.com, you can look at a bunch of wish books. I was a little disappointed, not in the person that does this, but I was looking because I really want to see like 93, like 94, and I think it skips, it goes 91, 96. So, yeah.
Yeah. So instead of doing that again, we thought, why don't we just talk about like our favorite gifts
Right.
that we received,
Right.
and maybe a couple misses as well.
Right.
And, I'm sure there's other people that maybe had the same ones, or you can let us know what you had.
Yeah, that would be great.
And mine are in no particular order, P.S.
Nor are mine, except for the first one. The first one was like my favorite, but like the lowest one of my favorites.
Oh, okay.
So the rest of them aren't really in any order.
So who should go first?
I think you should.
Okay. Again, like I said, this is in no particular order. Actually, it's sort of in order of the year in which it was received.
Okay.
So, and it might be approximate year, but my first one was my Punky Brewster doll.
Nice.
So if you guys go to our website, we're going to have pictures of everything. And I also found a commercial for the Punky Brewster doll.
Fun.
So that'll be on the website as well. But it came out in 1984 by the toy company Galoob.
I remember Galoob. Yes.
And she was cool. She was like the original Punky, like Punky the first, like couple seasons.
Yeah.
And she had that like purple vest.
And she had the
bandana.
Tied on her knee, and
the little pigtails with the sunshine things.
Yeah.
I loved that doll so much. She went everywhere with me. I was a huge Punky fan. And I ended up coloring on her. I don't know why, and I colored on her face like not long after I got her because she always had crayon on her face.
Oh no.
I was 4.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Are
you sure it wasn't Mary that colored on Punky?
You know what? It could have been that B.
Yeah.
You know what? It could have been Mary. It also could have been my brother, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I just know that she always had crayon on her face. But I loved her just the same.
Yeah.
She was just fun, and like I would take her everywhere, and that's it. She was just a doll. I didn't have any accessories that went with it, just the clothes that she came with.
That's really cool that you liked her so much, though.
But I love Punky.
Yeah.
So that was my first one.
I love it. That's a good one, Galoob.
I'm
trying to think what other things were made by Galoob.
I don't know.
But there were other things like
absolutely.
I can remember the commercials by Galoob.
I feel like on like Double Dare.
Yeah.
Like at the end when they would be like sponsored by
Galoob.
And it would be like blah 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 by Galoob.
Yeah. We'll have to look that up.
All of our contestants went home with
Wubble Bubble by Galoob. No, I don't know.
That's funny because it's true.
Yeah. So my first one on my list is actually like a late one, like my latest one.
Oh, okay.
In the years, like from the 90s.
Ooh.
And this one was from 1992. I was 13. And I got a Sony CD 2-tape boombox with detachable speakers.
That's amazing. That right there. And it was Sony?
It was a Sony one, I do believe, because my parents always got Sony stuff. So it was expensive. Like, it was the only thing I got that Christmas.
It was expensive.
Like, I'm sure it was on sale at Wholesale Depot, where my mom worked.
Great.
It wasn't something I asked for, because I was explaining this to Brooke. I didn't normally get anything that I asked for. Like, I would just get stuff that they thought I would like. Because probably it was on sale, and it is what it is. So,
well, right. But I will say, it sounds like they hit it out of the park with that one.
They did. I was very excited about this because now I could not only record tapes, mixes, but I could also record from a CD, but I didn't have any CDs. So this came with one CD.
What CD was it?
It was Mariah Carey Unplugged. And here's the thing. I wasn't like a huge Mariah Carey fan. And so I was like, what the hell is this? Like, I was kind of disappointed in the CD because, you get a brand new CD player. What do you want to do? You want to listen to CDs, right? Like that's what you want to do. So at first I was like, this is stupid. But then I loved that freaking CD. I listened to that CD so much. What's it gonna? Wait, no, that's not Mariah Carey. Rewind. I had that too. What's that? Hold me tight and don't let go. Yeah, I had that.
Don't let go.
It was around the same time, right?
Yes. Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. So
that was
Mariah Carey Unplugged. Mariah Carey Unplugged. I can't believe I just said In Vogue. But I've had that song in my head all day. So it just came out. So yeah, I thought I was really cool because I would detach the speakers and like it was silver, I do believe.
I remember it. I remember it. Absolutely.
And I had these like shelves that were like on the wall, like metal brackets. You guys know the type.
It kind of looks like a ladder.
Right. And so
you could adjust it.
I would like put the speakers up, like, because I could. So I would. And sometimes I'd be like, nah, I'm just gonna put them back where they were.
I would have put it in my window and blasted it out.
That I don't know why I never thought of that, because that is a very good idea. I'm surprised I never thought of that. But yeah, so the speakers weren't that's the funny thing about this is they weren't very long. The cords were not that long.
Oh.
So it was like, oh, awesome. I have detachable speakers, but they're not that long. So so anyway, that is one of my favorite gifts. And I was talking to Brooke about when I was older. And you know, every family's different, and my family, they tried to do the best they could, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
And I didn't really get a whole lot of presents when I was like older. It was kind of weird. Like, and I think that's what made me miss my childhood even more, like with Christmas and everything, was because I didn't get the same kind of, like, I didn't feel like I was getting the same kind of treatment as I did when you know, Santa would come. And
right.
Do you know what I mean?
So that is not unique to you.
Okay.
At all. My husband had the same type of experience.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was different. Because, you know, as we know, Santa's very real.
Yes.
But as you get older, you know, he focuses on the younger kids.
Right.
So when you get older, it's just a little different. And in some families, I think that's very, very normal.
Mm-hmm.
And in some families, it kind of carries on. You don't get the same type of things.
Right.
But, you know, like in my house, it was very much the opposite. Like,
which is so cool.
My mom, not my dad. My dad is always very tight with his wallet. But my mother throws all F's to the wind. Always has.
I love it.
And she knows it. And she knows she shouldn't. Especially now. And she doesn't, like, with us as adults. Like,
yeah.
But like grandkids and stuff. But it's just, she's always had so much joy in finding the perfect thing.
I love it. And
so, like, that's what she does. And then she'll find another perfect thing. And then she'll find another perfect thing.
See, I follow your mom. Like, because that's what I've been doing right now. That's what I'm doing right now. Like, right now. Like, right now for my kids.
And you also know with 2 kids, you have to make it even.
Correct.
So that was what my mom would run into a lot, is she would have to make it even. And she struggled with my brother.
That's what we're doing right now.
Me.
I'm struggling with Brody because you know what he said to us?
What?
We said, Brody, you gotta give us a Christmas list, buddy. Like, you've got to give us a Christmas list. And he's like, you guys, I'm just content.
Oh,
Brody, it makes me want to
he's
buy
a
you more
darling.
presents. You got to tell me.
He is a
You know-
darling boy.
Oh my gosh. My heart.
So that's kind of the beauty of having one child. Like,
Yes.
just in that I don't have to make it all even.
True.
But my mom would fall into that trap, and it would just get bigger and bigger.
It is a endless trap. Let me tell you.
No, I trust that completely. So anyway, I just wanted to say, like, your experience is not unique. There are a lot of people, I'm sure, listening right now that are nodding their head. They're like, same. Yep. Same.
And I mean, I felt like probably other kids did, but like my friends didn't.
Right.
So I would see all the really cool things that they would get for Christmas, and I'd get like a pair of basketball sneakers, like, that I needed. Do you know what I mean? Like, things like that.
Right.
I don't know. It gave me a really bad taste in my mouth about Christmas for a long time. And then when I had kids, I was like, this is going to be the most wonderful time of the year. And
Magical.
Save my money. Like, I can remember when Kevin and I had no money, I would save my money, save all I could, so I could give them, which they wouldn't even remember, but whatever they wanted. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So anyway, yeah, that was my long explanation. So I don't have any other gifts from 1992 on that I can recall getting that I was like wowed about. I'm sure there were some clothes that I really liked.
Well, yeah, like I was saying earlier before we started recording, I was like, I remember you getting like shirts and stuff.
Yes, like I would get like multiple polo shirts.
Yes, polo shirts, jeans,
multiple flannels.
Yep.
You know?
And nice ones.
Right. Sometimes. I didn't like the ones from Arizona. I just didn't. No knock on Arizona.
I felt like But I felt like you had a lot of like Gap.
I did.
I
did. Yes.
Maybe LL Bean. I don't remember.
Yes, I had one
like
LL
flannels.
Bean. Yes, that Bryn actually wore for a long time.
I love that.
Yes.
And you know what? It lasted. Look at that.
And you know what? She wants to keep it for herself, even though she is claiming she's never having children, which breaks my heart. But that's what she wants. That's what she wants.
But she's a teenager.
Right. I told you. I was like, you might change your mind. She's like, absolutely not. But she did say she wants to adopt. So either way.
Oh, well, then that's having children.
Well, that's a recent change. So
she doesn't want to birth a child.
I guess not.
So,
no.
My Sadie at 8 years old, she also does not want to birth a child.
Yeah.
She doesn't know how they come
you.
out. She does not know how they come out.
Oh.
She knows how she came out, which is a C-section. So I told her what they did. And she's like, I don't want anybody cutting into my belly and then pulling out a baby. She's like, I don't want that. It's going to hurt. I know. I'm awful. She's 8. I should probably be honest with her about these things, but
you know
that's
what?
for another day.
It's for another day.
She'll ask. She's never asked, really. So,
yeah.
Here we go.
Right.
Here we are. But I totally get what you're saying. My husband had the same experience.
Yeah.
So there.
Well, I'm glad I share that with Pete.
You do. You do. So I feel like, okay, this next one I'm going to share is actually a twofer.
Okay. I have one of those too.
Oh, perfect. But it kind of ties into what you just talked about.
Oh, excellent.
So I'm just going to continue on with it. So mine is going to be, for me, when I received the gift of music. Oh. So there are 2 times in my adolescence that I recall Christmas being like, whoa, this is Christmas because I got this and this is amazing. I think that the year I got my just a little pink boombox with a single tape player was 1986. I was 6 years old. I figured this out a couple years ago because just based on the tapes that I received with it.
Oh, okay.
So my little pink boombox I received, I don't remember what the brand was. I'm sure it was from like Zares,
Right. Or Ames.
maybe Ames,
Or Riches.
maybe Riches, as my grandmother would say, Richies.
Richies.
So it was that, and I got with it Lionel Richie, Dancing on the Ceiling,
Yes.
and Cyndi Lauper, True Colors.
That's amazing.
And the Lionel Richie tape I didn't ask for. There was a Lionel Richie song, and I don't remember what it was at this point in my life, but there was a song I really liked, but it was not on that tape. My mom bought me that tape.
Oh.
But it was fine because I listened to it all the time. I could probably sing every song on that tape.
I have that on vinyl.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cyndi Lauper, True Colors is just amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
So I got those tapes. But then in 1992, also,
hey,
I got my first CD player.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it was like a no-name brand. I don't even remember what it was. I know it was from Ames. Like, I know it was from Ames. I know it was probably like super, super on sale, like Black Friday deal or something. My brother and I both got one. And I got 4 CDs with it.
Ooh, what were they?
Pearl Jam's 10.
Wow.
Guns N' Roses, Use Your Illusions 1 and 2.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
And Bon Jovi, Keep the Faith.
Okay, wait, did they just like pick those? Did your mom just like pick them?
She knew what I liked.
Okay.
Like, she knew what I liked. She knew, I feel like I had the Pearl Jam cassette already.
Mm-hmm.
And she knew that I liked Guns N' Roses. Like, I listened to it, or like I watched on MTV. I don't remember. But she just picked those out.
That's amazing.
My uncle may have helped. I don't know.
Okay.
Just 'cause, like, radio station stuff. Like,
yeah,
he
Brooke's
knows.
uncle is a DJ.
And he knew like what the kids liked.
Right. He's always known what the kids like.
Yes, absolutely. Even at Barnaby's.
Right. Oh, Barnaby's. Yay.
But so, yeah. So that's what I got. And it was amazing. I just like this sounds corny, but especially the CD player, the tape player, I'm so like removed from that. I don't really remember so much, but I know I loved my tape player. I listened to the Cars all the time on it.
I had the Cars.
And of course, like, Tiffany and New Kids on the Block and everything was on that pink tape player at first. But then that CD player, I just, like, I would go in my room and I would put my head, it came with like little styrofoam headphones, like not the styrofoam ones, but like the squishy cheap ones.
Yeah.
And I would put those on and I would just listen to CDs constantly. And I was like, wow, like I have a CD player.
I know. I was like, this is like the future.
Yes.
I felt like super like gifted. Like, because I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anyone my age with a CD player.
I don't think I did either. I really don't. And so when I got that was super special.
Yeah.
Super, super special. So yeah, so that was my number 2.
I love it. That was awesome.
Thanks.
All right, so my number 2 is also music somewhat related. It's a twofer because I don't know why I put these two together, but I feel like I got them either like a year apart or together, or so it's Batman on VHS. I wanted that movie so bad. And supposedly my father got it for me because my mom was like, I didn't buy that. And then I got this Casio keyboard. It was a white little tiny Casio keyboard. It would play dang 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 dang, like as the little demo.
Oh yes.
I bet there's people out there going, oh my gosh, I know exactly what she's talking about. Possibly. Yep. That was like the demo, and you could record like so many, like a minute or something, so you could like play something and then like record and then like hit play, and it would like.
That's cool.
And I have a picture on the website of Bryn playing with it.
Oh, fun.
I thought I had the video, but I don't know where that video is. So there's a picture of Bryn, and then I have a video on the website that actually you can hear it being played. Like, listen, I don't know if you can hear this. You guys know.
Yep.
There's people out there that have had this. Yeah.
Yep.
So
I love that.
Anyway, yeah, it's the PT1 synthesizer. That's what it's called.
That's amazing.
There's a cat. Can
you hear it?
No.
Hear the purr? Oh, okay.
She's adorable.
So yes, if you hear a purr, there's a little kitty.
So along with this, when I was older, I got like a Yamaha keyboard. I really don't understand what it was with keyboards. Like, I don't understand. I asked for piano lessons because we had a friend in common, Jen, that took piano lessons.
Yep.
And she would learn like Richard Marx, Right Here Waiting for You.
Oh.
And I was like, I want to learn those on the piano. Like, I want to take piano lessons. So I begged for piano lessons and I never got them. I got a Casio keyboard that I didn't know how to play it. And I taught myself how to play it. Like that one. And then
Which is pretty awesome that you did, actually.
I could play like Wipeout and Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and Ode to Joy. And then I got my Yamaha one, and it came with these like books, these like how to play certain songs, which I wasn't interested in any other songs, except I just called to say I love you, Stevie Wonder. That was in there. So I could play that. But it was funny because the guy in the books had like a mullet, like not a mullet, but he had like a rat tail.
Yeah.
But it was like a cartoon. And probably there's people out there that I know exactly what you're talking about. So I tried to find a picture of that, but I couldn't find it. So that's it.
I love that. I feel like I got a keyboard one year. Or maybe Bo did. I don't remember. Never asked for one.
Yeah, I never asked for that.
But got one, played with it some. Probably got
like,
sold at a yard sale.
Mine, I still have the white one. I still have the Casio. I still have it to this day.
But I think that's awesome that you do.
Yeah.
So that was really good. All right. So my next one was, I believe, from 1989.
Okay.
It was the Barbie 57 Chevy.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes.
So there was a year I got, like, I wanted this so bad. Like do you remember the commercial? The Barbie 57 Chevy?
A little bit.
I was obsessed with having this. And it came out around the same time they had like the Barbie ice cream shop, and they had like the throwback like 50s Barbies.
Yeah.
And they had the Midge, who was my favorite. But the Barbie 57 Chevy, so yeah, I think it was 1989 because it came out in 1989, and I remember it was like a new thing. But what was so amazing about it is you could fit 4 dolls in it.
Oh wow!
Like, I had the Barbie Ferrari, but you could only put 2,
and you could only put.
Oh, maybe it was a Corvette.
Like, it's pink. I just remember it being pink, and you could only.
Mine
put 2
was red,
and the doors didn't open on mine.
I don't think the doors opened on mine, but I remember thinking, like, wouldn't it be nice if they could double date?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice? So with the 57 Chevy, they could.
That's so cool.
Dreams came true when they could double date.
We'll have to find the video, the 57 Chevy video.
The commercial?
Yeah.
It'll be right on the website.
Awesome.
I think I already found it. So it'll be on the website.
Very cool.
But it was a highlight. I still have it.
You do? That's
Yes,
so
I do.
cool. That's so cool.
I even think I still have the seatbelts.
That's amazing.
I was very good with my Barbies.
I was too. I still have all of mine. Even Michael Jackson.
Mine are upstairs in Sadie's playroom, and they're all over the place. So, like, I need to go and clean them up and be like, you can't play with these unless you could take care of them. These are my vintage dolls from the 80s.
Bryn kept all my stuff in a separate area. like always. So
That's
it's like
really good of her.
When she got my stuff, my mom like had a talk with her and said like, these were your mom's. So they're a little bit older than the new stuff that you have. So you got to be a little more delicate with them
Yep.
than you would. And she like took that to like the nth degree. Like she hardly played with them because she didn't want to break them. So
I think that's nice that she was very careful with them.
yeah. But then like I cut one of their hair, and she was like, "Why did you do this, Mommy? Why?
Why did you do this?
I was like,
How could you do this?
She need a haircut." Like, so
They do get a little ratty after a while.
Yeah, it was a yard sale Barbie, so it wasn't a big deal.
Oh, okay. It wasn't like peaches and cream Barbie.
No, I never had peaches and cream until just recently. Now I have her along with the 90210 dolls, and the New Kids on the Block dolls. And Vanilla Ice and MC Hammer. Yes.
Yes.
Wait, do I have Vanilla Ice? I think I do have Vanilla Ice. I'm pretty sure
I feel like you do have Vanilla Ice.
Yeah. I just got MC Hammer. Like I just got him just a couple months ago.
I did not know there was an MC Hammer doll.
Yes.
Please, Hammer, don't hurt him.
So my third one is the Barbie Townhouse.
Amazing.
Again, nothing I asked for. It's just something I wanted. Didn't really think I would be able to get it. Like as a kid, even like when I got this, and I probably wanted it the year before. And then like I got it the year after, kind of that kind of deal. And I'm sure other people like that's happened because I've done that to Bryn before. Like I've gotten it the year after and she's just like, you know,
I don't want this anymore.
But I actually played with this all the time. My dad put it together wrong. And therefore the elevator didn't ever work the way it was supposed to. Still mad about it because when Bryn's was put together, I was like, Kevin, we're following the instructions. I actually put it together because I wanted to make sure it was put together correctly.
Yeah.
But I have some interesting facts about the Barbie Townhouse that I'd like to share.
Please do.
I have the Barbie Townhouse from 1983 on the website, and that it looks very similar to the one that I had because I had a pink elevator, and I know my sister had one that looked very similar to this as well. Yeah. From the 70s, but hers had a yellow elevator. So
I'm very familiar with one of the yellow elevator just from pictures.
Yeah.
That's not the one that I had. So I'm looking at your picture right now.
Yes.
So I can see how it compares to the one that I had. Yep. I would say that this is near identical to the one that I had.
Near identical. Yeah.
The pictures are the same.
Right.
Like of the rooms.
They look very like, especially the kitchen one looked familiar to me.
Yep.
I don't remember the other ones, but I loved it. And I used to have like on the top of it, I would have like a patio with a pool. I'd put the pool on the top. So
I love it.
So
I love it.
The original Barbie Dream House was released in 1962, and I never knew this, but it was made entirely of cardboard and paper, except for the plastic hangers in the closet. Never knew that. Because you would think like back in like the 60s, things were made differently. Like they were made to last, but this obviously wasn't. Like this wasn't the case, actually. It was just made of paper and cardboard.
I'm trying to think of the paper. What would the paper be?
It like literally paper, like pieces of paper
that would like not last at all.
No.
Wow.
And then in the 70s, it ended up they jump started, like they moved to the elevator dream house.
Yeah,
which is still cardboard, but it's like, what do you call it? Pressed board.
Yes, right.
Or like press board.
It holds up a little better.
It holds up a lot better.
Just don't get it wet.
And that I was just gonna say that because I did once. I dumped my like drink on it, and I wasn't supposed to be drinking in my bedroom. Yikes!
Ooh.
So, in the late 70s, they actually released an A-frame dream house, and it had working windows and doors.
Yeah, I remember this dream house.
Which is so cool.
I wanted it so bad.
So there's a difference between the dream house and the townhouse. We actually had the Barbie Townhouse. The
Yes.
townhouse is the one with the elevator. The dream house is the one with like the A-frame. And the like the one with the cardboard and paper. And the original one was also only one floor. So then in the 80s, they moved back to the townhouse, which is what I got. And then 1984, they came out with Barbie Dream Cottage. And it was like a tinier version of the A-frame, the 70s A-frame.
Ooh la la.
Yeah. And then in 1990, this is when I was like, do I still like Barbies? Do I? Because I kind of want this. Barbie's Magical Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
But that was big bucks.
That was
like
big
$300. I don't know how much it was, but it was a lot of money, and it had working lights and sounds.
Yeah, I feel like I remember that. Like I asked for that, and I didn't get it because
no, absolutely not.
That's a lot of money.
Yes. So then that was like a big one, and I think that was. They realized the price point on that. Like, and I don't know this for sure, but I think they realized the price point was a little high. And so then they went back to a deluxe dream house in 1988. And that kind of looked like a castle because it had turrets, like the little round things. And I had to look up turrets because I couldn't remember what they were called. It's like Rotundra. No, like I was trying to think of what they were called.
I think about Rapunzel.
And yes. And then between 1998 and 2008, the dream house was like kind of the same. It was like a 3-story structure. It changed like every year. Supposedly it changes a little bit or a lot bit. Bryn's had, I can't remember when we got it. It must have been like 2000. Like I got it when she was really little. Like I want to say like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And it had 3 floors, and on the top it had I swear, and I'm seeing it had like a hot tub. It was really cool.
Sounds
and it came with all the furniture and everything, and she hardly played with it. Like,
yeah, I
got it because it was something like that I wanted as a kid. I played with it more than she did.
Yeah.
So you know how that is.
I know exactly how that is.
Yeah.
Let's talk about last Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, the little girl wanted a Barbie dream house, and it was $300.
Wow.
And I was like, no, it might have been more than that. It might have been $389. Like, no.
Wow.
And there was one at Martin's, actually.
Oh.
It was like $199.
Okay, that's better.
However, the box was really beat up. And it was still like $200. Wow. So I found online, it's a kid craft Barbie size house. And it had working lights and sounds. And it came with furniture and curtains. And it was awesome. There's like this patio with like string lights on it. So I got her that.
She wanted the Barbie dream house?
No.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing. She loved it.
Oh, that's awesome.
She squealed and screamed and loved it. She's never played with it.
I know what you mean.
It's like the Barbie airplane.
Yeah. Oh, now Bryn played with like the Barbie airplane. She played with that, and she played with the ship. No, not the ship. The RV. The RV. She played with that all the time.
Yep.
But she didn't play because she liked to like play down in the living room, and the Barbie dream house was in her room, townhouse, or whatever it's called, is in her room. She didn't really like to play in her room by herself.
Yeah.
So, we still have it. I know I got it on Black Friday, and I got a really good deal on it.
Oh, that's good.
Because otherwise we wouldn't have paid like $300, $400 for something like that.
Right.
But yeah, there's a link on our website. It's called The Evolution of the Barbie Dream House, and it's a little article, and it goes through all the different dream houses. So you can go and look at it. It's really cool. So
check out our website for that link.
Yes.
So that will bring me to my next one, which is, I believe it was about 1991.
Okay.
I believe it was 91. It could have been 92. But anyway, it was early 90s. I got my waterbed.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know why I never asked for a waterbed. My brother never asked for a waterbed. My parents didn't have a waterbed. But for some reason, Santa Claus brought us waterbeds.
That's amazing.
So they were in like these boxes, just sitting in the living room, Christmas morning. And I remember we were both like, waterbed? But like, we were psyched about it because like when you're a kid,
that's the dream.
Like, what were we? Like, if it was 91, my brother and I were 10 and 11.
Yeah.
Or maybe if we were 11 and 12, we were children.
And you're like, psyched.
And we had waterbeds. So that was pretty awesome.
I think I remember sleeping in your waterbed.
So maybe.
Like, I feel like I did because I'd never been in one before. And I feel like it was at your house.
It was likely my brother's waterbed.
Oh, maybe. I don't think I slept in it, but maybe I
lounged in it or something.
In it, yeah.
Because, and I'm going to share, because we had a miss as well. I'm going to just segue into my miss.
Okay.
Was also the waterbed.
Oh.
I loved my waterbed. It was super warm. And it like sloshed around.
Mm-hmm.
And it would like rock you to sleep, like lull you to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to like slap it because there was like an air bubble in it.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd like slap it and it would make a weird noise. I don't know. But I love this waterbed. It reminds me of listening to my CD player. And that's why I think it might have been 92, because it might have been the same year I got the CD player.
Okay.
But I remember listening to my CD player, like laying in my waterbed and thinking like life is so good.
For real.
Yes. So I did not have my waterbed that long.
Oh.
Because this is what happens when you do crafts and schoolwork and things on your bed. I always did my homework on my bed. I did I did everything in my room.
Mm-hmm.
I was in my room constantly. So when you lose a pair of scissors
mm-hmm.
in a waterbed,
mm-hmm.
it doesn't end well.
No.
So I think I maybe had it a year.
Oh.
It was either a year or like 3 months. It was one or the other because it was still winter time.
Okay.
When it got a hole and my dad had to drain it out the window, my bedroom window. And it was wintertime because it all froze in our yard. Like my house I grew up in, like it was a cape and it faced sideways and my window faced like the side yard and it was a hill.
Mm-hmm.
So all the water went down the hill and it pooled at the bottom and froze into like an ice skating rink.
Oh.
Which was kind of fun actually.
Yeah.
So it was either like 3 months or a year. Because it was winter and it was cold enough to freeze. I don't remember. It may have been 3 months. But my brother had his for quite some time.
Okay.
Because he did not do things in his room like I did. Like he wouldn't have had scissors on his bed. Who'da thunk? So that was why it was kind of a miss, because I probably wasn't responsible enough to have it.
Yeah. But it's still like you were the coolest. You were living your best life.
It was fun while it lasted. And then I had that frame for years. Like I had that frame for a long time. My parents just put a regular mattress in it, but it didn't fit properly.
I remember that.
So I had this big gap on the side where I would keep like snacks.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always had like snacks there and just shit, like just random shit. So anyway, that was one of my favorite gifts and also a miss.
I love it. Kevin had a waterbed too.
That's right. He
and
did.
His parents still have a waterbed.
Do they sleep on it?
Yeah.
Is it like an old school waterbed or is it one of like the new ones?
Oh no.
Whoa. That's amazing.
They still, it's like in mint condition.
Wow.
So I stayed the night at Kevin's. Actually, I lived there for a little bit. When we were engaged. But we like slept in we didn't sleep in different rooms, but like I slept on the bed and he slept on the floor. And it would make me sick. And it was like a low motion one or something motion. Like it wasn't supposed to have like complete full motion.
Yeah.
And it would make me sick. Like I would wake up
Really?
like I was on a boat and
Like
I
seasick.
Yep. And I got sick once.
Wow.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That does make sense that would happen.
Yeah. But
the cruise.
Yeah. I get seasick. I got seasick and I had the patch on, guys. Like, and I got sick. I had to go lay down.
Yeah, we were eating and you were like, nope.
I was like, and it was like right when we started. And I'm like, friggin' great. This is how it's going to be the entire time. But it wasn't. So yeah, I love waterbeds. Nope, I don't. I like the thought of them.
Yeah. I know. I was talking about, like, I was preparing for this and I was talking to Pete about it. And I was like, oh, we should get a waterbed now. And he was like, no, we shouldn't. Absolutely not.
Oh, crap. All right. So on to my next one. This is one of my absolute favorites. Absolute favorites. And it was my Cabbage Patch Kid. And somebody actually just posted in the group about Cabbage Patch Kids. It was like a funny little meme.
Cool.
Like, hats off to our moms that stood in line and fought people and threw elbows. But see, it wasn't my mom that did this. It was my grandfather. And the story goes that I had this cousin and her dad like spoiled her. Like she was just known, like she always got everything she wanted.
Yeah.
And her dad came up to Bangor because they were from Machias. They came up to Bangor and to get her a Cabbage Patch Kid during the craze, which I looked and the craze was 1983.
Yeah, we were little.
And I feel like I remember it, but I think it's more so that I picture it in my head because I've been told the story. Do you know what I mean? Like I thought 100%. That I remembered it, but I don't, because they waited in line. So it was my grandfather and her dad, which would be my grandmother's nephew. And
okay.
So they waited in line, and I guess the way that it goes is Gramp decided that he was going to get one for me. Like, decided that that's why he went. He wasn't really just going to keep him company. He was going to actually get one for me. So he did. He got one for me. And the story goes that I was just like in awe. Like I was awestruck when I opened it because I didn't think I would get one, like, but I think I was just really little. So,
well, right. As a kid.
Right. But I took that doll everywhere I went. Marcy came with me. I'm pretty sure her name's Marcy. Like Marcy's in my head that's what her name is.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's her name. I'll never know. Because, well, actually, I would know because I just need to go look at my old books because I used to like pretend library and I used to have the dolls check out the books. Yes. So I just need to go and look and I'll find out what her name is. But I do believe it's Marcy. And I found her tonight.
Oh, that's right. You did.
My mom, right before, like, it was really weird because if you don't already know, my mom has dementia really bad. It's really sad, but it's gone really fast. And right before she started going really downhill, she let me go in the attic, you guys. And like, Brooke, I don't know if you know this, but my mom would never let me go in the attic.
Yes,
like,
I remember. I remember.
She wouldn't let me go in the attic. Like nobody was allowed in the attic except my mother. Just nobody. I actually didn't go in the attic. Kevin went in the attic. And we found all of the stuff because she kept saying, no, none of your stuff is up there. And I said, just do me a favor, Mom. Let me go up there and check. Or let Kevin. When I said Kevin, it was more like, okay, I'll let Kevin go, So he went up there and all my dolls were still up there. there was a lot of stuff. My dollhouse was up there. Everything. Like a lot of my childhood was up there.
Yeah.
And I was really lucky to be able to get that stuff at that time. And my mom was really thankful that we asked to go up in the attic, because she was like, oh, I didn't remember any of the stuff up there.
Yeah.
And like at that night, I can remember she started going through other stuff and she started giving me stuff. And I'm really happy that happened before everything took place.
That's a blessing.
Because I just look at that doll and like I want to cry, because I was like, I never would have her. I wouldn't have her now, just with all the circumstances and everything. So I took a picture of her and I put her on the website. She is dirty. She is well loved.
She's almost 37 years old.
I always loved that she had brown hair and blue eyes, because I always wanted brown hair and blue eyes. Always. And then Joey McIntyre had brown hair and blue eyes. And I was like, oh, wow, we are meant to be.
Dreamy.
So I do remember one thing that I would do with my grandparents. And that was because every year after this, I think I got a Cabbage Patch Kid from my grandparents, because it was such a hit. They were just like,
let's do it again.
The next year. Like I got a corn silk one. That was an awesome
That's a big deal. I never had a corn silk one.
Yep. I got a corn silk one. Well, first, so I got Marcy, and then the second year I got Woody, and Woody was a preemie, but he was the same size as Marcy. So it was like, is he a preemie? And then I got the corn silk one, which I don't remember her name. And then I got Joshua. I don't know how I remember, but he was like a bathing one. Like he was like, you could take him in the tub with you.
Like the water. Yeah.
Yeah. And he had like blonde hair. He's downstairs too. And then I got like it may not have been every year, because it may have been like a couple years in between. I got like this really little one that was a preemie. I don't remember the name, but he came in like a little sheep. I can't even think of how, like it was like a onesie, but like no feet. It was just like, it covered him like a blanket, like a sleeping bag almost, but it was
yes.
Had a hat. Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That was a little lamb. So, I used to go to craft fairs with my grandmother, and we literally only went to, she only took, her and my grandp would take me to craft fairs to get me clothes for my Cabbage Patch Kids. So Nan had no interest in going to the craft fair for anything else, except for holiday decor. So she always liked a good like Halloween craft item,
Right.
If it made sense with her decor.
Right.
So I have some really cool sweaters and stuff, like really cute knitted things. Knit, not knitted. For them. And it's all in this bag. And like I was going through it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like there's so much stuff in here. So that is Marcy. I pierced her ears. So I took a picture of that. She has little seashell earrings in.
Oh, how cute.
And yeah, so that's the Cabbage Patch thing. And so real quick, a couple little tidbits here. So there's this thing, it's called the Discovery Legend, that Xavier Roberts would put on like every doll. And I don't remember this, but it sounds really crazy, so I have to read it. So it says, Xavier Roberts was a 10-year-old boy who discovered the Cabbage Patch Kids by following a bunny bee behind a waterfall into a magical cabbage patch, where he found the Cabbage Patch babies being born. To help them find good homes, he built Babyland General in Cleveland, Georgia, where the Cabbage Patch Kids could live and play until they were adopted. The whole story is on the Cabbage Patch Kids website. There's like 3 chapters. So I put a link there so you guys can go read the whole story. And we actually had plans. We were supposed to go to Florida for the cruise, and we were going to be stopping at Babyland General. And Bryn was so excited because I showed her YouTube videos of this, like, because it's crazy, you guys.
It is crazy.
The videos, I think we talked about this before. If you haven't seen them, you need to go and look at them, because it's nuts. Just the experience. It's just like, this is so funny. Like, I have to do it. There's the website is cabbagepatchkids.com. You can go there. They talk a little bit about there, but go on YouTube and type in like Babyland General and see the videos. They're funny. Also, I found out there's a bath camp for Cabbage Patch Kids. So those people out there that have Cabbage Patch Kids that need a bath, don't wash them yourself. Send them to Babyland General and to get fixed. And like a bath is like $30.
It's kind of like the salon in American Girl.
It's exactly like the salon in American Girl.
Huh.
It's like the doll hospital in America.
The hospital, yes.
Right. So I put links on the website about that. There's also a Walmart Cabbage Patch Kid right now, and I sent this to you, Brooke. It's $50, but it's like a throwback.
Yes.
It's really cool. So, and then I also included an unborn Cabbage Patch Kid. It's on eBay. It's from 1982, supposedly, and it's $1,800. So,
well, let me
have at it.
Put that on my list.
Yes, have at it. So, that is the Cabbage Patch Kid craze and one of my favorite gifts.
Well, I love that.
Thank you.
So my final fave was something I received. Again, this could have been 1992.
Okay.
1992 was a big year. There was one year, and my mom will talk about it. Like even now, I feel like she remembers. There was one year that she went wild.
Oh,
and
fun.
I think it might have been 92. Maybe my dad had a good year, like at work or something. I don't know.
Fun.
But I feel like this was also 92. But I received, and I wanted this so bad. I can't even tell you how bad I wanted it. It was a watch.
What kind
it was
of
a
watch?
Mickey Mouse watch
with the hands,
with a gold face and a brown leather strap with the times, like the numbers were different flags from around the world, and it played It's a Small World.
That is amazing.
I wanted this watch so bad, like circle in the wish book, dog-ear the page, write the page number and the item number on the front of the cover, put like Post-its in it. I wanted this so bad.
How much was it?
It was probably like $70.
Okay, which was a lot back then.
Yeah, for a kid to have a watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And I could be wrong. It could have been 50. It could have been 100. I really don't remember. But I wanted it so bad. So when I got it, like I was so proud.
You must have cried.
I am not a crier.
Oh, that's right. That's true. That's true.
And that's another thing. I will say I don't get emotional over gifts. And my dad is the same way. So I feel bad because I will really, really, really love something, but it's hard for me to express how much I actually love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, wow, thanks so much. Like, thanks. I really like it. And I genuinely do. Okay,
so I am a crier, but I am unemotional when it comes to gifts as well. So
yeah,
I get like awkward, just like, I really like this. Thank you.
Same.
And I don't know like how excited to get. Like, so it's like, I don't want to be over the top. Like for my birthday, I got some really cool gifts. And I was like, made sure I was like, this is fantastic. Like this is, I'm going to
exactly what I wanted.
Go post in Slack about this. Like, because I'm so happy. And so he knocked it out of the park. He did. Real quick, I'll tell you what he got me. He got me a Lego NES system. You guys, this has been like sold out on Lego and I wanted it so bad. I don't know why I wanted it. I just did. You know, it's one of those things you're just like, well, I wanted it for the museum because it's Legos. Right. And the friggin' cartridge goes in the thing. In the TV, you turn it and like Mario goes like this.
That's cool.
So he got me that. I collect Christmas scenes of Legos. So that's what, instead of like a Christmas village, we do Lego village. And he got me a Christmas Story. Not A Christmas Story. Nope. He got me.
I said that
last
before
night
too.
A Christmas Carol. And then he got me Mariah Carey's Christmas album on vinyl.
That's cool.
And lastly, he got me a New Kids on the Block nightshirt from like the 80s, 90s.
Very cool.
That's like one size fits all adult. Will not fit me, but that's okay. And then got me a tour t-shirt that he had no idea I was looking for from 2009 that has Portland, Maine on it. So
that's so cool. You have been looking for that for a long time.
And I couldn't find it, you guys.
We've talked about this.
Right. I couldn't find it and he got it and he didn't even know I was looking for it. Like it just, he watches this guy and you guys probably know who it is. It's Cincinnati Picker on YouTube and he loves him and he felt like he doesn't love him, but he really enjoys watching him at night, like right before he goes to bed and he watches him and somehow, some way this came into play and he got them. So that was really quick. That was not really quick. Sorry. Go on, Brooke. Sorry about that.
It's all good. Oh, no. I was just saying, like, I don't remember what I was saying, but, that I'm not emotional.
Yeah.
I feel like I've gotten a little bit better as I've gotten older. But anyway, I just loved this gift so much. But I also remember getting in trouble with it at school.
Oh, no.
And not me so much, but I feel like somebody, like a boy, like reached over and pressed it and it like went off.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the teacher had to hold it for the rest of the day.
Once it was pressed, you couldn't stop it.
Correct. I mean, I'm pretty sure. And it also had alarms that you could set. So like if you set an alarm, it was fancy. I don't know that I ever really knew how that feature worked.
Yeah.
But I am going to see if I can find a video of this watch in action.
Do you still have it?
Somewhere. I know I have it somewhere. It's just, I have a lot of stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
But if I can find a video of it in action, I will post it.
Excellent.
Because this was the creme de la creme. I was so happy. And I feel like it was 92. 92 was a banner year.
Was a banner year.
It was. Old Butch. He had some good sales that year.
I love him.
He was probably salesman of the year.
Probably.
He probably was. There were several years he was.
That's
I'm very
really
proud
cool.
of my dad.
I love that. That's really cool. So my final one is my dollhouse that my grandfather built me.
I always wanted a dollhouse.
And I can remember the kitty. I can remember its butt was just like in the microphone.
Like on the microphone. Gross.
I can remember it coming not put together. And my grandfather looking at me and saying, we're going to put this together. Like, we're going to do this together. And I was so excited.
Aww.
And it was a big deal. Like, it was a big deal. Like, we planned it out. We got all of our like wallpaper and our flooring. And I actually painted it. And you can totally tell I painted it. Like,
I feel like I remember.
I'm sad that they let me paint it but I was like, I thought I was like so grown up painting it.
Yeah.
So the first picture I have on the website is of the stupid family I got with it. I really didn't like the family. I really thought they looked just awful. And I wish that they had made like little Barbies that you could like put in a dollhouse. But they were just like, their clothes were too big. The guy's like sweater turtleneck thing, just I don't know.
I remember
it came
them
with a mom and a dad, a little girl and a baby, and the little girl's head fell off. So I put that in the picture. I think you can put it back on, but I didn't. And her dress was off for some reason. So and they're all dirty. Like they're dirty. I don't know why they're dirty, but they're dirty.
I think that happens though with like doll skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
After a while.
Well, it's really their like attire. It's like dirty.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I know that she is wearing an apron that's a Barbie's apron though. I do know that. So yeah. So then the second picture is of the actual dollhouse itself. It is in a little rough condition because it was sitting in an attic for a really long time, but I think I know that they helped me. I remember doing the lattice work, I think you would call it. I don't know. In white. I'm pretty sure that Gramp did the yellow.
Yep.
But I don't know why they let me do the windows, because the windows look
Windows are a
awful.
mess. But that's okay. I remember them. I remember
do?
them being like that. Absolutely, I do.
And then I think I put like white out on them or something. I don't know. So they were a mess. Then the next picture is of the bathroom upstairs in like the attic. But that was the only place you could put a bathroom. And I was always like really disappointed. And I would never say this to my grandfather, because I mean, I absolutely loved it. It was an amazing house.
I loved it.
But like, I didn't have a kitchen and I didn't have a bedroom for the little girl. So like, I was always like a little off. Like, what do I do with her? You know?
Right.
Does she sleep with her mom and dad? I guess so. I also put posters in their bedrooms, because I guess I thought that they needed them. But what's really cool is all the carpet and all the flooring is from my mom and dad's house and my grandparents' house. So I thought that was really cool.
That is cool.
And Nan did all the wallpaper. I do believe Nan did all the wallpaper. And you can go through and look at the pictures. All of the furniture I got mostly from Lillian Vernon. I don't know if you guys remember that catalog, but
yep.
You go through it and I'd circle things that I wanted. And I would get allowance from my grandparents. I don't know. Grandpa just pay me like he was just a good man. You know, he just give me allowance. And I would get stuff through the Lillian Vernon catalog. Nan would order it for me.
I love that.
So you can look at all the different things. I have a candelabra. And I opened this little like buffet table, and there were forks and knives, like little tiny little forks and knives, not Barbie knives, but like miniature little tiny forks and
like
knives.
Doll ones, like dollhouse ones.
In China.
Can I just say, I have to interject.
Yes, sure.
I loved your dollhouse so much.
Oh, thank you.
I always loved your dollhouse. I've talked to my mother about this in my adult years. And I've told her how much I loved your dollhouse and how I always wanted a dollhouse. And she's like, I never knew that.
Oh.
I'm like, but you must have known that. Like, I had to have asked for a dollhouse. And she's like, if you asked for a dollhouse, you would have had a dollhouse.
That's true, yeah.
But I feel like I probably wanted a bougie dollhouse.
Oh, yeah, probably.
That would have been me.
Right.
You were talking to an adult woman who, as a child, asked parents year after year for a camcorder. And I didn't want the one that was $7.99 or even $8.99. I wanted the one that was $11.99 or $13.99. And I would circle it in the service merchandise catalog.
Yep.
Here's Wish book or whatever book every year. That was my number one gift I wanted. I never got a camcorder, because why does a 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 11-year-old need a camcorder?
I don't know. I had one. My dad wanted a poker game or something.
I thought that I wanted to be like a filmmaker. Maybe I could have been a filmmaker.
Maybe you could have been.
We'll never know.
The world. Hey, we got a podcast.
That's right. But that's my only guess, is that whatever I wanted was going to be more than what my parents could afford.
Right.
But I loved your dollhouse. I remember that china. I remember the silverware. I remember it, and I loved it.
Like, I took really good care of it because I still had it all. And like, there's a brass tea set. It's like has like the little cups, and I still have all the little cups. And even Bryn played with it, but she was very careful when she played with it. So I have all the stuff still. So you guys can go on the website and take a look at it.
Check it out. It's gorgeous.
It's in rough shape, but
I think it's in pretty good shape considering how old it is.
I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Kevin was just asking me, like, what do we do with it? I can't throw it away. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
I
you can't.
So the cat is being so freaking cute.
This cat is all over the place.
It loves you so much.
She does. She wants to go to sleep, and she likes to sleep like right on your neck.
Oh.
So that's what she's doing.
Oh. Well, that's it. That's
yeah, guys. Oh wait, did you have a miss?
Oh, it was the Mariah Carey CD.
Oh, right. Yes.
But I ended up loving it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So go on the website.
Check out everything.
send us your hits and misses. We'd love
I
to
would
hear
love that.
them. Maybe we'll read them on the next episode.
That would be amazing.
So yeah.
So thanks,
Very
guys,
cool.
so much. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for joining us for our second volume of the holiday edition.
Right.
I don't know if that's what we're calling it, but that's what I'm calling it in this moment.
Sure.
And
the cat really wants to be on the podcast.
The cat does want to be on the podcast, and I'm so afraid she's gonna like hit, because like the little kitty paws, they act like fingers.
Yes, they do. Yes.
And I'm so afraid she's gonna like leave the call. So anyway, yeah, thanks so much, you guys. We love you.
We love you. Yeah, we love you too. We'll be loving you forever
and ever.
All right.
Amen.
Bye.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, Brooke and Nikki. This is Jen from Northern Ontario, Canada, and I just finished binge listening to Joey McIntyre. Nikki, I'm totally living through you right now. I've been a Joe girl since October 6, 1988, and wow is all I can say. And I just listened to Amanda from NK Airplay. I just discovered NK Airplay because of you, so I will be tuning into that as well and checking that out. So lots to look forward to, and in this crazy world we are living in right now, which I am struggling a little bit with, working in, going to work every day, wearing a mask, and my job has changed, and not crazy about it all right now. You are the light that I have in my vehicle when I'm driving and I'm by myself, and I can laugh and cry and whatever. So, whether you guys know it or not, as awesome as it is to hear Joe, and as wonderful it is to hear all these fantastic stories, you are getting us through some tough times, and I thank you for that. And yeah, I've been listening for over a year now, and it's been great, and I tell you this all the time on my little notes and stuff. I will someday sit down and write my story and send it in. So take care, guys. From Canada. Ciao.
Hi, Brooke and Nikki. This is Denise from New Jersey. You just read my story about my friend and Aaron and I. We went to Red Bank to see Joe in 12th Night. Thank you so much for reading it. It really meant a lot. I was really thinking about calling you guys this week because nothing is random, as Joe says. We discovered you at this time in our lives when we're just really getting back into New Kids on the Block with all the concerts. And my friendship with Aaron really just took a whole other turn with this whole fandom. And I just wanted to say thank you because I'm really enjoying all of the back. So that's why I missed today's, because I was listening to an old one trying to catch up. And I said, I'll listen to the new one tomorrow. But thank goodness, Katie Loring, thank you so much for letting me know that it was posted today. And it was a great way to end a kind of junky day. And you guys really put a smile on a lot of faces. So it's just so weird how all the timing works out. And it's just so amazing. So thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. You guys are awesome. And this is such a fun little world. Thanks so much.
Hi, Brooke and Nikki. This is Jen from Ontario, Canada. And I'm driving in my car, busting a gut, listening to the Teen Magazine episode from Monday. I think it was this past Monday. And poor Amanda girl, who would have ever thought that her letter from 30 years ago would come back and bite her in the butt? Like, this is crazy. And those responses from Steve, oh my gosh, too funny. Can I tell you, when I got in my car, I was in an awful mood, and I'm almost at work, and I am in so much better of a mood right now. and I'm laughing, and thank you, and I can't wait to finish listening to the rest of the episode. Have a fantastic day from Northern Ontario, Canada. Ciao, ladies. Bye.
Hey, Brooke and Nikki, it's Jackie, aka Brown Sugar Honey. Cleaning out my trunk and getting rid of some stuff, and I came across this poem that was used for a Gap commercial. It probably has to be maybe in the early 90s. Maybe you guys can find a clip and run it. But it went, I probably will do it just like the commercial. Sky fits heaven, so ride it. Child fits mother, so hold your baby tight. Lips fit mouth, so kiss them. And the face that they adorn remind you of someone you once knew, some hot night long ago. Familiar as these blue jeans that fit like a glove, like an old lover coming back for more, curved into the shape of your thigh like they were custom made to do just that. Do you remember that Gap commercial? Oh, I loved it. So much so that I apparently memorized it and wrote it out. But, yeah, those commercials. All right, guys. Take care. Bye.
Hi, Brooke and Nikki. This is Denise. I have a few things to tell you today. First of all, I hope that your reading with the medium is everything that you hoped it would be. I hope it's a great experience for the both of you. And I'm really excited that you got a chance to coordinate that. I'm sure the listeners will like it, and I'm getting goosebumps right now saying this to you. I really hope you get messages that mean the world to you. Secondly, I just wanted to tell you that I met my first blockhead in the wild. I'm wearing my house party shirt, ran in the supermarket. The person stopped me while they were talking on the phone to tell me they liked my shirt. And I got so excited, like a little 5-year-old. I said, oh, my first blockhead in the wild. So she was very happy, and I'm so happy that she was my first blockhead experience. And I just want to tell you that I'm on Heather and JJ's story. I'm binging still. I'm like listening to your new episodes, but also catching up. And what an amazing story. Every day I listen to you on my ride to and from work, and I am just so excited to be part of this community. So you're probably tired of hearing from me. So I'll tone it down a notch. But you girls are great. Thank you. Bye. Hi, Nikki and Brooke. This is Denise. First of all, I want to say happy birthday, Nikki. We're almost birthday twins. My birthday was yesterday. I'm loving seeing all your Joey love all over social media. It makes me completely happy. But I wanted to also tell you girls that I finished catching up. I found you guys a little later. I caught up all of your Black Party episodes over the course of this year. And today was my first official day driving to work without having you guys on my radio, and it made me really sad. So I went back and I downloaded some of the 80s and 90s episodes that I didn't listen to. And so if you had some downloads from your first 20 episodes in New Jersey, that was me. I just wanted to tell you also that in a completely crappy, anxiety-ridden, isolating year that we're having here in 2020, you both have been one of the highlights, and there weren't many. There were maybe 3 of the whole year, and I think we're all in the same boat. But the two of you and your podcast have been one of my highlights this year, and I'm really sad I'm caught up, but I'm also really happy now that I'm fully invested. So I just wanted to say thank you, and, you know, it's just amazing over the course of the year that I started listening, I caught up, I sent in my New Kids on the Block story, I got you in touch with John, we had that experience. It's just crazy what can transpire in a year with people that you have never met. So everybody says it all the time that, you know, I hope to meet you someday, and I really hope to, and thank you so much for this wonderful, wonderful light during our crazy year that we're having. Thank you so much. Bye.
End of messages.